More things you should try at least once in your life. Would you rather live a life filled with OLs, or would you rather live a life of what-ifs? Most people like playing it safe. They would rather pass up a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity just to stay where it's comfortable. On the other hand, there are people who don't mind getting a few bruises and scratches if it means that they will be able to do something fun or worthwhile. They always like trying something new. In this video, we are going to talk about some unforgettable things you should do at least once in your life. Number 1. Overcome your fears. Have you ever gone inside a haunted house? Have you ever stood up for yourself? Author and businessman Seth Godin once said, "Being aware of your fear is smart. Overcoming it is the mark of a successful person." We understand that doing some things can be scary at times, but you have to remember that feeling frightened is just your brain's way of keeping you safe. That's why being afraid to do something that will not kill nor harm you is cowardice. You have two options here. It's either you let your fears paralyze and control you, or you can step up and overcome your fears. As they said in the Divergent series by Veronica Roth, becoming fearless isn't the point. That's impossible. It's learning how to control your fear and how to be free from it. You can show courage even when you're afraid. What's more, by facing your fears more and more, you develop a sort of immunity. It becomes easier for you to understand if a situation is truly dangerous or if it's just all in your head. Number 2. Try bungee jumping. Have you tried bungee jumping? If you haven't done this yet, it's time to take that off the list of things you should try at least once in your life. The idea of bungee jumping may sound scary and even crazy for some of you, but bungee jumping with the help of authorized professionals is actually one of the safest sports. After all, if it weren't safe, it would have been immediately banned. Give it a go and you will find out for yourself why it's one of the most thrilling sports that is easy to do. Situations that give you an adrenaline rush help you feel free, which in turn makes you understand that most of the things that you're anxious about aren't really that big of a problem. Thrilling activities make you see things much more clearly. So, if you're afraid of heights, going bungee jumping may be the solution. Also, bungee jumping is one of the best heart-pumping adventures you could do. So, take a leap of faith. Number 3. Go camping. Can you imagine sitting by a campfire under a sky dotted with stars? Sharing stories with your friends and family? For many people, going camping is both a fun and magical experience. You're away from the hustle and bustle of the city, the chirps of the birds are your music, and you can just tell how fresh the wind is compared with all of the pollution of most cities. Moreover, you are training yourself to survive when you go camping. You are learning how to protect yourself in the wild. If you do it right, you can also learn to hunt your food, make your own fire, and make do with what you have. If this doesn't convince you, then maybe this will. Going camping can also be beneficial to your health. Turns out, people are less likely to experience depressive triggers while in the wild. And sleeping under a starry sky can help your body reset its circadian rhythm. It's like hitting two birds with one stone. Number 4. Get a pet. There's a saying, a dog is a man's best friend. If you've never owned a pet, now is the best time to check out your nearest animal shelter. You see, it has been proven that getting a pet can improve a person's mood. Therefore, it lowers your risk of suffering from depression and anxiety. If you're feeling stressed out or if you're lonely, you might also want to consider getting a pet since studies have shown that getting one can actually make you feel better. French poet Anatole France once said, "Until one has loved an animal, a part of one's soul remains unawakened." Another benefit of adopting a pet is it can teach you to be more caring and compassionate. Lots of people consider these traits attractive. So, getting a pet could also be a good opportunity to earn some brownie points. If you get a dog, it can actually help you with the next point as well. Number 5. Get fit. Do you remember the last time you hit the gym? What about the last time you minded whether you were eating something healthy? Exercising not only helps you get your desired body weight, but also improves your overall wellness. So, set aside a little time each day to give your body its much-needed exercise. If you make it a habit to exercise every day and eat healthy food, your endurance and your muscle strength should improve. In addition, your heart will thank you for it. If you combine this point with getting a pet, taking your new buddy for a walk can also help you get started. Multiple studies have found that a good diet and enough exercise can help reduce the risk of stroke and heart disease. So, start swapping your fast food meals with leafy greens and workout. Number 6. Travel the world. Have you seen the 7 Wonders of the World? If you haven't, you might want to consider booking your next plane ticket after the video. Listen, the world is filled with stunning places scattered across the four corners of the world. No, we are not flat earthers, it's just a saying. Once people start traveling the world, they realize that they only lived in a little box and there is so much more out there. As the philosopher Saint Augustine said, the world is a book and those who do not travel read only one page. If you like to go to beautiful beaches, there are a lot of options for you. The world has the British Virgin Islands in the UK, Palawan in the Philippines, Maldives, Nangwi Beach in Tanzania, and so many more. If you're into historical architecture, the Taj Mahal of India, Angkor Wat of Cambodia, and Peru's Machu Picchu are a few good picks for you. Whatever it is you're interested in, the world has plenty of it. You just have to get out there and find it. Number 7. Go to Broadway shows. If you love theater, arts, drama, music, romance, or comedy, then seeing a show on Broadway should be at the top of your bucket list. While watching a movie at a movie theater can give you a mesmerizing experience, seeing Broadway shows takes that allure to a whole new, more visceral level. A Broadway show, after all, gives you real, live, in-person experience, so it never feels like you're just consuming mindless entertainment. The best thing about stage shows is you can better feel the emotions that the actors on stage are trying to convey. The performance is on a whole different level. If you're feeling too stressed and want to quickly unwind, then a Broadway show can help you get your mind off your troubles for a couple of hours or so. You just let yourself go through the powerful performance of the cast and be transported to another place for a time. We believe that the experience that you'll have while watching a Broadway show is all worth the effort. If you're not in New York, the good news is that Broadway shows sometimes go on tour, so you just need to wait for a show you want to watch to visit your city. If Broadway isn't available where you live and you still want to have a Broadway experience, we're sure there are stage performances fairly close by. You just need to look. When you try something new, it allows you to break the monotony of routine and stimulates you physically, intellectually, and emotionally. Additionally, doing so will help you learn to be more open to new experiences, new possibilities, and changes. Making a habit of trying new things will change your perspective and will help you see things in a different light. That's why if you're someone who always says no to new things, today's the day to try at least one new thing. This video is your sign to broaden your horizons. Now, if you stuck with us this far, we'd like to give you a bonus. Help others. As Anne Frank stated, no one has ever become poor by giving. As it turns out, helping others can also be beneficial to you. Studies have shown that helping those who are in need can boost your own happiness. In addition, if we humans help each other, we can actually solve problems better. Most importantly, even a little help from you can go a long way. You make someone's life better when you help them, and you make your life better too. When you see the happiness or the relief in their eyes, you feel better like nothing else in the world, especially when you know that it's you who's causing that happiness. Remember the adage, the true gift is giving to others. Give it a try and experience it for yourself. Now, what are you waiting for? Get out there and try something new.